Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84 and this is An Englishman Abroad, where we are currently out in Indonesia managing Sulut United. In the last episode I said that we'd push on into the season and try and secure third place. Silly me, I didn't look at the schedule. There was only one game of the season left, so that means that we are going to bring you that game right now and then the end of season review before we jump on into the new season. So you've missed nothing since you've been away. Let's have a little look at the league table. We've got a 3-point gap to now Burrito Putra, and if we get a point in the last game of the season, we will finish in third place and find out whether that is enough to qualify for the Asian Champions League. So, with nothing else to report, we're going to jump on into this first game of the episode. Okay, so the only game of this episode is going to be against Madura United as we look to secure third place in the league. Lineup we're going to put out is Darmo in goal, Ariza, Polly, Mustafa, Bakhtiar, Surayan, Wayu and Aditya in the middle with Mandawan, Maran and Tiwu up front. Okay, so the final game of the season is up and running and we are looking, as I said, to secure that third place spot. I think we only need a point and hope that results go our way for Burrito Putra. If they can't win, then they can't get in third place anyway. So an early highlight has Madura putting the ball over the bar, and then we are going to have a chance of our own, I think. Wayu with the ball out to Aditya. He's beaten his man, tries the low cross, shot is blocked, and then the ball is pumped back forwards by the defenders before the highlight runs out. I wouldn't actually mind if this game just finished 0-0 and wasn't very entertaining, and it would guarantee us that third place finish. I mean, looking at the table now, we have the potential to finish only 8 points behind Tira Persicarbo, considering the fact that we were a team that was tipped to be relegated. I'd be very, very happy with that because, again, it's something to build on and it's something that we can go out in the transfer window and hopefully strengthen the squad. I think the board were hinting at having a bit more of an international. Or Aditya's in. Aditya scores. So Aditya with another goal there. Again, player that's really stood out this season. But the board were hinting at the fact that we might be able to have an international scouting package of some description coming up, which would probably be a big help because all of our players being local players, they're only pushing each other as far as they can go. Whereas if we could get a few outsiders in maybe and a few of a bit of a better quality than the ones that we have at the club already. I know that we have a Greek player in midfield, but he hasn't really shone. He hasn't stamped his authority on his place in the team. And as I'm waffling on about foreign players, Tiwu has a shot that gets deflected, and then Surayan has toe poked it back home whilst the goalkeeper's well out of position, and we have taken a 2-0 lead. So from a throw in here, Ariza plays the ball and it goes forward to Mandawan. Tiru's in the box. He goes to ground, nothing doing in terms of a penalty. Madura are looking to counter attack. We've got back well, really, in numbers. They're still passing the ball around. Ariza finally takes it off them. He then goes to ground. I don't know whether he fell over or was trying to tackle the invisible man, but gives the ball away. And then from the cross, they have got one back. And straight away, we're on the front foot again. Tiru's in behind, goes to ground, and this one is a penalty. And couldn't change that in time. So our centre back, of course, is going to step up and take it, and of course, he's going to miss it. Mad scramble to try and change the penalty taker there because I don't know why my central defender would be the one who would be nominated to step up to take a penalty, but as it happens, he has missed it. We are now on the attack again. Bakhtiar tries to cross into the box. Comes to nothing, but Tiru brings the ball down, and now Madura lump it away. Mustafa, who missed the penalty, plays it to Bakhtiar, tries the ball over the top, that gets cut out. Aditya heads it to Mandawan. He tries the shot from distance, and that goes well over the bar. So, coming into the closing stages of the game, there's about 23 minutes left. Madura on the attack, but Wayu picks the ball up. Tiwu plays it to Aditya. He's in on goal, goes down, no penalty this time. And Madura now trying to build their own counter attack. This has become pretty end to end all of a sudden. They've got back into the game and got their tails up. But we're on the attack with Mandawan. He has a shot, goes straight at the goalkeeper. Probably should have done a lot better with that. Shot from distance, not really troubling the goalkeeper, but again, looking at the stats, it's all encouraging, and this season really has been an encouraging season for the team. And I think building upon that is going to be key in the upcoming transfer window as we look to push on and hopefully challenge those two teams at the top. Tira Percy Carbo got an injury, so Remer can come on and play there. There's only 4 minutes left to go of the season, so not too fussed about that. So with 5 added on, we are into that, and we have finished our season in 3rd place, and that is a fantastic achievement considering that at the start of the year we were tipped to be relegated, had to bring in a load of new faces, rebuild the squad. I'm very, very happy with the 3rd place finish at the first attempt. So we're going to push on forwards, have a little look at the end of season review, and hopefully after that we will be back with a new season. So then, here is the end of season review for the 2022 season. No trophies on display, unfortunately, but a 3rd place finish feels like a bit of a trophy for the club because of their prediction at the start of the year. So it looks like Bagskara has got our transfer of the season, signing of the season, should I say. They gave him a C. They were content with the signing. He's played quite well. Only played 19 games, was sharing time in that defensive midfielder slot. If we sort them by appearances, who played the most games for the new signing? So Soyuan, the winger, played the most games, 32 games with 11 goals and 4 assists. Bakhtiar, who is the right back, came from Bali United, played 32 games with 1 goal, 3 assists. He's a player to keep an eye on. He is a Indonesian under-21 international and a player who we are going to try and use to build upon, and also going to go back to that under-21 team and try and poach the best talent from there and hopefully build our team and the national team at the same time. Various few other signings. Jackson Tiwu played okay, played 28 games, scoring 10 goals with 8 assists. Ahmed Hari played 10 games, no goals, 1 assist. So if we move on to the season results. So it says they wanted to fight bravely against relegation. We finished 3rd. The board are delighted that the team have qualified for the AFC Cup through their participation in Liga 1 this season. So is the AFC Cup the... Okay, so I think this is the one that is like the Europa League for the Asian teams. But still, it's like we would say European football. I presume it's like Asian football. Don't know. You can see a proud 3rd place finish there, finishing 8 points behind champions Tira Percy Carbo. We've already run through the season results as we were going along. When we look at the Indonesian Cup, the board wanted to just be competitive. We got knocked out in the 3rd round and got a C for that. In terms of moments to remember, our biggest win was a 5-0 win against Persebaya, where we actually had a man sent off and still won 5-0 with goals through TU, Surawan, and YU. Match to remember was a 3-1 win against Persib, where Surian, Bagskara and Adicha all scored goals, and then goal of the season was from a 3-0 win against Persib Raja, where Wijanto, a memorable goal from Wijanto as he run from inside his own half before hitting a fierce shot. In terms of the finances, we stay as a 1-star national reputation club. We had no new sponsorship deals at the club. Annual revenue is down even though the numbers match. Our broadcast revenue is up even though those numbers match. Corporate and hospitality is up to 2.68k. Competition prize money is down to 168,000 and match day commercial and retail is down to 1.27k. In terms of total merchandise sales, £1,210 worth of sales, and non-domestic was £121 of that. Shirts sold 50 in total. The skin and the font doesn't allow me really to see who those... Oh, here we go. So Surian was the top selling. YU was the second. Adichie, Mandoan, and Wigianto were the top selling shirts. In terms of how we lined up, not 100% sure this screen isn't broken, because it's got players in here that didn't play for the club at all season. Skip past that. And then in terms of the accolades, I was voted best coach of the month for May. Then in terms of club awards, Darmawan was fans player of the season. Adichie was young player of the season, even though he's 24. I don't know how that works. Signing of the season was Bagskara. Goal of the season went to Wigianto. Adichie was top goal scorer with 11. He also had most assists with 10. Darmawan most player of the matches with 5. He also got the best average rating at 7. And Bagskara had 36 passes completed per 90 minutes. In terms of the record breakers, Adichie most goals in a game, 3. He also had most goals in a league game with 3. He also had most assists in a season with 10. Darmawan has the most league appearances by a player with 94. Moran, most league goals by a player with 26. Hanusa was the highest transfer fee received at 100,000. And Bakhtiar was the youngest ever goal scorer at 18 years and 221 days. So that wraps up the end of season review and our third season in charge at Sulut United. We're going to wrap it up there. What I'm going to do is jump forwards to begin the next season. I'll do the transfer roundup and the opening games of the season all in that episode rather than doing them in this one. And you'll get to see the brand new players right before they step out onto the pitch. So that is a wrap for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button to help the channel out. But for this one, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching.